rocking Caesar Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. To throw right away is Howell. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Isaiah Foskey in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that great job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Running right, Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Off play action. It's Howell. Out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, a run from White. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. White fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. White, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
You an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
Off the play fake, Prescott. This ball caught by Mechie. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia trying to erase this deficit. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. In motion left, Godwin. First down, here's White. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Powell from the gun. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hal down to throw it.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Cade Otton.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
On the Buccaneer, pressure too much. Down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going right side is White. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now Howell. He's got his target. That's complete.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So stranger things have happened.
On play action, Prescott. Downfield, and he's got Olave. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Rose. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
They'll go play action. Howell. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6. Howell changing the play here.
They go with White on the counter. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Third and 5. Here's Howell.
This is White on the screen.
He's got room to roam.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Howell.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
Throw it. He'll dump this one off here to White.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game.
Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Let's go. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bonito in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And now off to the races down the right side. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Dak. Able to find it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Howell. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Powell on the QB sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. This is 1st and 10. Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here comes 2nd down.
Kill.
Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Right side, completes to Mechie. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Powell to throw. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here's Howell. Rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they